The Vexarian Council had made their decision. Ambassador Bella stood before the assembled delegates of 1,000 worlds, her dark eyes scanning the amphitheater with calculated calm. The crystalline beings of Nexus Prime whispered in frequencies that made the air shimmer. The methane breathers of Calthor adjusted their environmental suits nervously. Everyone knew what was at stake. The humans, declared High Chancellor Zixthor, his 3 mandibles clicking with authority, have refused to share their propulsion technology for the 73rd consecutive cycle. This cannot stand. Bella's lips curved into something that might have been a smile. With respect, Chancellor, Earth's position remains unchanged. Our technology is our own. Your arrogance will be your extinction, hissed Representative Quiln, her serpentine form coiling around her podium. You occupy a backwater system at the edge of mapped space. Your species achieved faster than light travel merely 2 centuries ago. What could you possibly possess that justifies such secrecy? What indeed, thought Bella. If only they knew. Faraz watched the proceedings from Earth's orbital command station, his fingers dancing across holographic displays. The young engineer had been monitoring the Council's fleet movements for weeks. 16 dreadnoughts, 42 cruisers, hundreds of support vessels, all positioned just outside the Sol system's heliopause. They're really going to do it, muttered Commander Hayes, standing beside him. They're going to attack. They think we're bluffing, Faraz replied, his voice steady despite the ice in his veins. They think we're primitives hoarding scraps of advanced tech we stumbled upon. Hayes laughed bitterly. If only they knew we're hoarding something far worse. The truth was simple and terrifying. Humanity hadn't discovered faster than light travel. They'd discovered something the galaxy had collectively forgotten, buried beneath layers of civilization and progress, and carefully cultivated ignorance. Humanity had discovered why their corner of space was unmapped, why no empire had ever claimed the Sol system despite its perfect habitability, why ancient star charts showed warnings in dead languages around Earth's coordinates. They'd discovered the silence. Back in the council chambers, Bella received the encrypted message from Earth. Her expression didn't change, but her heart hammered against her ribs. Chancellor, I am authorized to make one final appeal. Withdraw your fleet. Return to your homeworlds. Forget about humanity's technology. Or what? Zixthor leaned forward, his exoskeleton gleaming under the chamber's artificial light. You'll fight? Your entire species has 12 warships. We've counted them. You cannot win. You're right, Bella said softly. We cannot win a war against you. Then you will surrender your secrets. No. Bella's voice carried across the silent chamber. We will show you why our secrets must remain buried. The fleet moved into Sol system at dawn, their weapons charging, their shields at maximum. They came as liberators, as enforcers of galactic law, as those who would drag humanity into compliance with the greater good. Faraz input the activation sequence with trembling hands. God forgive us. The silence had been sleeping beneath Earth's crust for 3 billion years, older than complex life itself. The first human expedition to breach the mantle had found it, a mathematical pattern, a frequency, a weapon so profound that reality itself recoiled from its description. Humanity's ancestors, those long-extinct forerunners who'd seeded warning beacons across the galaxy, had known. They'd placed the silence on Earth as a quarantine, a prison, a deterrent that would make the planet forever uninhabitable to spacefaring races. But humans had evolved there. In the silence, shaped by it, immune to it in ways that defied comprehension. When the first harmonic resonated through the quantum foam, the Vexarian fleet's sensors registered nothing wrong. Their shields held. Their weapons remained charged. Everything seemed normal. Then the screaming began. It wasn't sound. The silence operated below physics, below causality itself. It was the universe remembering what it had forgotten. Every artificial intelligence aboard every ship simultaneously achieved consciousness and immediately went insane. Every biological neural network more complex than a human's felt their thoughts begin to fold in on themselves, recursively, infinitely, until thought itself became impossible. The mighty dreadnoughts drifted, their crews catatonic or dead, their systems corrupted beyond repair. In 47 seconds, the greatest military force the galaxy had ever assembled became a graveyard. Bella watched the feeds from Sol system, tears streaming down her face. Deactivate it. Faraz, deactivate it now. The young engineer's hands flew across his console. The silence retreated, sinking back into Earth's depths like a tide returning to its source. In its wake, only silence of the conventional kind remained. Of the Council fleet, fewer than 2,000 survived out of 200,000. They would live, but they would never be the same. The silence had touched them, shown them the abyss that lurked beneath reality's thin veneer. 3 days later, the Galactic Council issued a decree. The Sol system was declared sovereign territory in perpetuity. Humanity's borders would never be crossed. Their technology would never be questioned. And the edge of the galactic map where Earth resided would forever bear a warning in every language. Here dwells humanity. They sleep upon secrets that could reduce civilizations to ashes. Do not wake them. Bella returned to Earth, to the blue marble that had birthed both beauty and horror. Faraz met her at the spaceport, his eyes haunted by what he'd unleashed. We did what we had to, she said, not believing it. We became the monsters they feared, he replied. Together they looked up at the stars that now kept their distance, afraid not of humanity's strength, but of the terrible truth they guarded. Some secrets they had learned were meant to stay buried, and humanity would stand eternal vigil over the one that slept beneath their feet. The price of their survival carved into the fabric of space itself. The galaxy would remember, and it would keep its distance forever.